Think of Pierce Brosnan as the most well-known and successful James Bond in the world. His possessions include fame, fortune, and a career that many aspire to. But what if I told you that his life wasn't as perfect as it appeared to be? Pierce has seen terrible tragedies beneath those elegant smiles and beautiful blue eyes. His family was once more impacted by one of those disasters in the same awful way. Continue watching this film till the very end to learn more about his hardships, his pain, and how his life and profession were forever changed. Despite being born on May 16, 1953, Pierce Brosnan's most famous role is that of James Bond. Whether it was his legendary performance in Mamma Mia or his stylish portrayal in GoldenEye, Pierce has made a lasting effect on Hollywood. But underneath the glamour and beauty, he had been harmed from a young age. He had a difficult journey to success, and his personal life was tainted by tragedies that would affect him in ways no one could have foreseen. How did this famous Hollywood personality handle all of it then? And why is understanding his pain story so important? To understand the breadth of his life's struggles, we have to start at the beginning. In his early years, Pierce endured pain and grief. After his father left them shortly after his birth, his mother moved to London when he was just 4 years old, leaving him in the care of his grandparents. After their untimely deaths, Pierce was left to live alone in a boarding home. Consider being a small child who had been abandoned by people who were supposed to care for him. This was just the start of his unfathomable loneliness and pain. The strain of being separated had already taken its toll, even though Pierce and his mother were eventually reunited. When he was 11, he moved to London to live with her. But he soon faced further challenges. He had a new city, a new school, and a new home to adjust to. But it wasn't everything. His new stepfather, William Carmichael, would go on to play a big role in his life. Despite these new developments, Pierce's adolescence was challenging. He struggled with identification and was often ridiculed for his Irish heritage and girth. It was a time of struggle as much as discovery. Pierce created the pastime of eating fire. This devotion would lead him to the London Drama Centre and fundamentally alter his life. Pierce's major break came when he began working as an assistant stage manager after graduating in 1975. He was chosen for the lead role after giving a great performance at his audition for the Red Devil battery sign. This was the beginning of his rise in the entertainment sector. He started performing soon after, but other things were also shifting. Pierce's life was also evolving. He quickly fell deeply in love with Australian actress Cassandra Harris, despite her initial lack of empathy. There was an issue though because Cassandra had children from a previous marriage. Despite this, Pierce embraced her family as his own. Cassandra's daughter Charlotte, who would later play a major role in his life, was one of the 2 children he adopted. Pierce and Cassandra were married in December of 1980, after their romance took off. After this coupling, Pierce's life will never be the same. After they moved to Los Angeles, Pierce's career took off. The pair even found their dream house together, a gorgeous villa in Malibu. But Pierce had no idea that a new, more sinister chapter in his life was about to start. In 1987, tragic things happened to the Brosnan family. Cassandra fell ill while traveling to India for work. When they arrived home, they found out she had ovarian cancer. This terrible news devastated their lives. In an effort to help Cassandra throughout her therapy, Pierce purchased the Malibu home they had always wanted. Cassandra's strength was apparent despite her chemotherapy. She continued to be Pierce's mentor and support system in spite of her deteriorating health, encouraging him to pursue his acting career. Pierce was dedicated to her and adored her without conditions. Cassandra fought valiantly for 4 years before passing away in December 2009. Penn had stated to her, "Adore without conditions." Pierce had to be strong for his family in spite of his suffering. The loss had changed him forever. The loss affected not only Pierce but also Cassandra's children, whom Pierce had come to love as his own. Pierce and his daughter Charlotte have a very close relationship. However, Pierce would suffer loss again, tragically. After Cassandra's death, Pierce had to assume the role of father to his 3 children. He persevered for his family in spite of his sorrow at his wife's passing. However, Charlotte was now suffering from the same ovarian cancer that had struck her mother. Charlotte passed away at age 41, much like her mother. Seeing the 2 women he loved the most battle the same disease must have destroyed Pierce. Pierce was crushed by the terrible blow. Simply put, the pain becomes a permanent part of your psyche, he stated. Losing Charlotte was unbearable, and it was a horrible turn of events that he had to experience the same catastrophe again. To make things worse, Sean, Pierce's son, is dealing with his own issues. Growing up in the spotlight, Sean battled his own issues such as addiction. Pierce tried his hardest to help Sean, but in the end he had to make the difficult decision to end their relationship for his own health. In spite of all of this hardship, Pierce's life went on. He found new hope in his personal and professional lives. He had 2 kids with journalist Keely Shea Smith, whom he remarried in 2001. Once Pierce was happy again, his career went off. He performed a range of parts, from Sam Carmichael in Mamma Mia to others that were less action-packed. Pierce showed his perseverance and determination to live life to the fullest in all he did. After losing both his wife and daughter to cancer, Pierce became an ardent advocate for cancer awareness. With his fame and influence, he has backed a number of cancer causes, including working with organizations that aid cancer patients and fund cancer research. His personal experiences with loss have shaped his commitment to helping others. Pierce's philanthropic activities extend beyond promoting cancer awareness. He is passionate about environmental and children's issues, and has worked with NGOs such as UNICEF. His efforts to make the world a better place are proof of his moral fortitude and resilience. Pierce Brosnan has been a loyal husband, parent, and supporter through all of life's highs and lows. His story is one of perseverance, strength, and the transformational potential of love. He has moved on and is using his experiences to help others, even though he lost the 2 ladies he loved the most. If you have read thus far, you are now aware of the real story of Pierce Brosnan, the man behind the Hollywood star. His story serves as a reminder that life is full of surprises and that we can never know when problems would come. But like Pierce, we can choose to face them with courage, compassion, and hope. Thank you for watching this video. To ensure you don't miss any updates, please remember to hit the notification bell, like, and subscribe. If Pierce Brosnan's story inspires you, see you later.